Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Cornhusker Brent Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a familiar face for the other sideline, a guy drafted first overall the year the Rams moved back to L.A., and the face of the franchise really for 5 seasons, Jared Goff. Williams, the man in motion left. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And now third down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the 50, it's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Here's Goff. Going for the deep ball. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They work now on 2nd and 9 as they've got it as we resume action. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led out by someone who needs no introduction to these Lions. Their quarterback for 12 seasons and the franchise's most prolific passer with over 45,000 yards and nearly 300 touchdowns. It's Matthew Stafford. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
2nd down and 4. Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 7. Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before the break. Stafford. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That good for 19 and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, Stafford here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they... And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyron Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So now Stafford and the Rams down 10-7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. And they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Stafford. And that's caught by Williams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and... Final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just...
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Stafford's throw there complete to Allen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the option to give to Williams here.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Jonah Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Now it's Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today,